I'm going to share on intimacy, the power of intimacy. What really breaks a marriage is not what comes against it. It is what it is made of.
Welcome to BBNet Media. If this channel has been a blessing to you, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification so that you can receive any notification when we post an inspirational content like this. Back to your video.
Did somebody get what I said? What really affects a marriage is not what comes against it, but actually what the marriage is made of. In Matthew chapter 7, Jesus shared the parable of the two people that built a house. He said one built the house upon the rock. He said the other built the house upon the sand. And he said when the wind came. He didn't say if the wind. He says when the wind. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? He said when the wind came, it beat upon the house. And he said the one that was built upon the sand fell. So it was not the wind that made the house fall, because the wind beat on the two houses. Is somebody following what I'm saying? The wind beat on the two houses. The storm hit the two houses. Why did one fall and the other stand? It's because of the foundation that they were built on. If I have a DJ in the house, that's the person that puts scripture for me. Put Genesis chapter 2 and verse 23 for me. Genesis chapter 2 and verse 23. The strength of a marriage is in the intimacy. Can we read together? Everybody want to go. Wow, that reading is, I'm not feeling any. Are we tired? Are we hungry? I need some energy. Want to go. Next verse. Notice what happened here. You remember the story? They were both one initially, remember? Adam was all in one. That's what the alone there means. And the Bible said God took out of Adam and brought Eve. Then he presented them to each other. And then Adam now said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was what? Taken out of me. And he said, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and cleave to his wife. He said, and the two of them shall become what? One flesh. They were together before. He removed them, and now they are on a lifetime of becoming and remaining one again. I hope you are catching this, guys. They were one before. He separated them. Now they are coming back to become one again. And that is what intimacy is about. It is two people becoming one. Very important. Two people becoming one. It's not what comes against a marriage that affects it. It is what it is made of. Intimacy is so crucial because that is actually the strength of a marriage. That is the strength of a marriage. When there's real intimacy in a marriage can survive anything. My wife always said that a good marriage, when there's solid intimacy, a marriage can survive infertility, can survive insufficient funds, can survive even infidelity, can survive interference. It can survive anything when the intimacy is solid. It's not the challenges of life that breaks a marriage. It is the lack of intimacy. Every married person needs to understand the mission. Is that we were once together, we were separated, now we are walking and focusing on becoming one again. Not just becoming one, but remaining one and consolidating as one. He said the two shall become one flesh. The word flesh there doesn't mean we are becoming one in the flesh. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Because obviously we are not one in the flesh. You still have your body, I still have my body. Am I correct? What they mean, that word one flesh means one person. They are saying the two of them now become one person. But this time, they are not one without their consent. They are one by agreement and alignment. Before they were one, they didn't know it. But this time, there are people that have two mentality, two background, two preferences, two decision making, two wills, but now they choose. They choose by decision, by effort to become one. And the thing about intimacy, for it to remain tight, we must cooperate. We must be intentional about it. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Many couples do not enjoy intimacy because they just hope it happens. It takes too much effort to remain as one, remaining intimate. Intimate. I'll use an acronym to talk about intimacy today. I'll use the acronym INTIMATE. I define intimate as into my mate. Into my mate. Intimate. Into my mate. You see, somebody described it this way, and I liked the description. When some people marry, this is how they are. They are touching, but they are like this. When you are like this, anything can come between you. I need somebody, maybe Levi, you come. Let me use Levi. Just stand here and face the audience. Thank you. Put your two hands like this. So when Levi come nearer me, you're too far. When Levi stands like this, literally anything, if I put this thing here, it's going to break it, you see? Anything can break it. This is what happens to a lot of couples. Once there's a little financial issue, the whole marriage is shaking. Once mother-in-law coughs, it's breaking. Once there's stress at work or somebody loses their job, it breaks. Once we have been married for 3 years, no pregnancy, it breaks. These people are in touch, but they are not intimate. Now, clasp your finger together like this. Into my mate. When you are like this, you notice that this is stronger. When life comes, it's not breaking you. Both of you against whatever is coming. Whatever is coming is no more breaking you. That's what intimate means. Many couples shake, not because of what they face, but because of how intimate they are. And unfortunately, science has also found out that there's what is called attachment theories. This means some people, based on their background, their childhood, their experiences, have different ideas of attachment. Some people are even afraid to be totally open or vulnerable with another person. That's why a book like Heal Before You Deal that I mentioned is very important. Some people, everybody has baggage, but baggages are in sizes. If you have traveled before, there's what is called check-in luggage. Are you getting what I'm saying? You can't carry that one into the plane yourself. You have to check it in at the counter. Am I correct? Then when you get to that place where they check counter, they have to weigh it. You can't bring any weight. Are you catching this? Then when you bring that weight, there is a recommended size. If it's more than the size they recommend, they have another place where they take oversized luggage. Then there's the luggage they call carry-on. That one is smaller. You can carry it into the plane. But when you carry it into the plane, they ask you to keep it on top of the locker on top. Then there's some that are very small, like your purse. That one you can keep it on your person. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's how marriage is. Some people, what they are bringing is oversized luggage. A book like Heal Before You Deal will help you. Everybody has baggage. In fact, the principle of healing starts from self-awareness. You need to know if you are normal. In fact, the way we say it in therapy, we say, is your normal? You know what you're calling normal, it might not be normal. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. That thing you say is normal, this is normal. In some homes, slapping is normal. I hope some people in the homes they grew up, slapping is a way to end all strife. The Bible said an oath of confirmation is ended. In some homes, backhand slap is normal. In some homes, insult. Some ladies grew up in a home where they saw their mother constantly fire and wash down their father. To her, that is her normal. I ask people, is your normal? Idiot, bastard, blood fool. This is the home some people grew up. You can't tell that person that insulting a man is bad. He doesn't know what you're talking about. Some people in the home they grew up, don't tell anybody this one now. Some people in the home they grew up, they've never seen their father married only one person. Their father has 6 wives. So you want to tell him it's not normal. He is child of wife number 6. You tell him that let's only be 2 in this marriage. He doesn't know what you're talking. He doesn't even think there's anything wrong with it. Are you catching what I'm saying? In some homes, the men ration feeding money. They are like in a concentration camp, in a refugee camp. Those things touch my kidney. You see my kidney where it is? How that in a home We are rationing. There is a Lord and Master that the rest of the subjects must appeal to release money for feeding for the refugees that camp here. These are the things I don't understand. It's because of what they saw. We've never had a feeding money discussion in my house. That's never happened. All this approach of, I have to ask my husband for, you are not yet running a marriage. You are running a business. You are running an office. You are running an organization where the CEO has to approve. In a normal home, we should have a budget as a family. We know how many members we have in this family. And we can arrange a plan how much food we need to eat. Nobody should be begging under to release full money for food. For who? Are you not the one that started the family? Are you taken aback by the members you are seeing? I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying, somebody. In a normal setting, we should come together. How much do we earn? How much do we spend? It is planned. Nobody's at the mercy of another. These are the funny things I see. Somebody needs to appeal to somebody. Daddy. Wow. Never had such a discussion. That how much is I giving out for food? And the man is saying, you are spending too much in this. What are people running? Is it a village meeting? There should be a budget and a plan. How much does it take to run this home? Who is in charge of it? Whoever is better at running it should be in charge of it. Plan it. This goes for this goes for this. You know, when people say, oh, my wife stresses me, you're asking me for money I don't have, you are the problem. You need to let her know all the money you have. You think when Jesus gave Judas the purse to manage, he doesn't know what he's doing? Oh, some people don't understand that. I will share it next week. Show your wife is a partner, not a product, not a property. Let's plan. This is the vision. This is how much we earn. This is how much we want to save. This is why we want to save it. Say, my wife is always asking for money because she doesn't know there's a plan for the money. You have not done any discussion. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. Intimate. When you're solid like this, into my mate. Any marriage that is solid can survive anything. Thank you, Levi. You can sit down. You can clap for Levi. I will use the acronym intimate this evening. What's the first word in intimate? I can't hear you. What's the first word in intimate? I. First word, I, intentionality or intentional. If you're going to build intimacy, real closeness, real tightness, two of us becoming one, first thing to discuss is intentionality. We must plan it. We must want it. I was saying earlier on that it's your normal. We counseled a couple where the guy grew up in a house where they yell when they talk. There are homes like that. They all talk as if they have hearing problem. Have you seen people like that before? Everybody yells, how are you? I'm coming. Everybody's yelling. They are not angry. They are not fighting. This is how they talk. That's their normal. Then he married a lady, real life story. Married a lady where in their own home, everybody whispers. You do not yell no matter the situation. They see yelling. If you have driven in Africa, I don't know how to drive in Kenya, but in my country, your horn is part of the driving. And there are many reasons you horn. You horn to greet people. You horn to tell other people to see you. You horn to tell people that I'm seeing you. You horn to insult people. You horn to clear the road. We use our horn in Africa. I don't know how to do it in Kenya, but in Nigeria, when I travel to a place like America and Co., you do not use your horn. It's a big deal if you hit your horn. Everybody's going to turn and say, what? It's a big insult. It's a big affront. It's a big issue. You see, it's your normal. When I was driving in the U.S., I didn't know I was traumatized by African driving until I drove in the U.S. In my country, Nigeria, whether there's red light or green light or whatever light, it doesn't matter. You must look out for yourself. The person might not respond to that light. When you're hitting a junction and the other guy is coming, you wait to be sure he's okay. When I got to America, I almost caused accident many times. Because when I hit a junction and somebody else is coming that way, I stop. And everyone will be like, why are you stopping? I'll be like, you can't see that man. But the man is not going to come because he knows who has the right of way. I didn't know I was that traumatized. See, many people are punishing their next for the crimes of their ex. The last man stole your money. In this new marriage, you're hiding your money. And you think it's normal. You are behaving out of trauma. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Please get healed before you deal. Everyone. Some behavior you are showing, you are punishing your next for the crimes of your ex. You are defensive. You were so disrespected in your last relationship. Now your ego is so inflated. You are guarding your pride. Seriously. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? That couple, the guy that yells, and the lady that whispers, they got married. And many times, that lady said, I can't stand the yelling. And the guy will say, I'm not yelling, I'm just stuck. One day, they were having a discussion. He yelled so much, according to the story. He yelled so much, she peed on herself. This is a woman that has children, so I'm not talking about a child. She was so anxious and nervous because of how loud his voice was. She urinated, she peed herself. Is your normal? Let's be sure the baggage you are carrying is a carry-on baggage, the one you can carry on. If you have oversized luggage, you need to check it in where somebody else will carry it. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Number one is what? Intentionality. The only way you can build real intimacy is to be intentional. A wise man said, good couples are compatible by chance, but great couples are compatible by choice. Did you get that? Good couples are compatible by chance, but great couples are compatible by what? Choice. You cannot build intimacy without being intentional. You must desire it. You must decide from day one that both of us are going to be 100%, as the Bible instructs. Intentionality. Number two, I'm not going to be spending so much time on all the points. The N. What's the next word in intimate? I can't hear you. What's the next word in intimate? N. That N stands for needs. Needs. One of the ways you build intimacy is to meet the needs of your partner. I like what Pastor Andrew and his wife were saying. Look, meeting each other's needs is actually at the core of what marriage is. And people get closer with whoever meets their needs. There is always a connection from your heart with whoever meets your needs. My mentor, Gary Chapman, wrote the book Five Love Languages. I met Gary Chapman some weeks ago. 5 love languages. That book has sold over 20 million copies. And what's the book about? It's saying, look, it's possible to be doing a lot of things for your partner and not be meeting their core need. Marriages that break is not because they don't meet any need. Sometimes they are meeting needs that are not very important. Are you here, somebody? So you must be meeting their needs. And the only way you can meet your partner's needs is to know their needs. You can't meet the need of somebody you don't know. So there are some people doing everything. So I'm working for you. I'm slaving away for you. That might not be her primary need. She might need you to spend time with her. Some other person is buying gifts. Your partner might need compliment. Some other person is giving compliment. Your partner might like gifts. Or might like acts of service that you help her or help him at home. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Anybody that is constantly meeting a need in your life will steal your heart. It's a matter of time. Are you here, somebody? And if you are married and somebody else is left to be meeting the needs of your partner, you are putting your marriage at risk. If your wife likes compliments and every day she looks good, you never notice, you never compliment her. And she gets to the office and somebody is always telling her how beautiful she is. Your marriage is in trouble. Needs. Men and women usually have different needs. Sometimes even two human beings always have, they will hardly have the same needs. So you need to study your partner. Sometimes your partner just wants you to stay and talk to me. But you want to go and buy fuel. Say, if I fuel her car, she'll be happy. She say, no, I want to talk to you. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? My wife always shares a popular story. How that when she went to give birth in the U.S., we gave birth to our last 2 children in the U.S. So when she went to give birth to, I think, the second child, we got to the U.S., rented an apartment where she would stay for the 3 months or so she would be there. I was trying to settle them in because I was coming back to Nigeria to pastor. So I was trying to settle them in. And the last day I was going to spend with them in America before I came back, I went out early in the morning. I and my friend, we went to auction. They do car auction in the U.S. Many of you know about this. They do car auction in the U.S. So I traveled to the U.S. To the auction place. It was some distance from the house. We went to do auction, early in the morning. And I got a very nice car because I know they needed the car while I'm gone because they have to drive for the hospital appointments and other things they need to do. So they needed to buy a car. And my plan was that when I buy that car, when they use it here in the U.S., after they give birth, I will also ship the car to Nigeria and we'll still use it in Nigeria. Great plan. So I bought the car, got back in the evening because it's a long process. You get to the place, you bid for the car, you release the car, long process. So I got back in the evening with a brand new car. So when I got back, I told my wife, come outside. She was already doing her face. I said, come outside. She followed me outside. I said, see what I bought. She was still doing her face. I said, won't you enter the car? She was doing her face. I said, drive the car. She was not happy. I said, this woman, you can never please them. You see, that's what the average man would think. You are not yet intentional. Later, she began to explain to me that this is the last day you are going to spend here. I'm going to be alone for a few weeks. I would have liked us to spend today together. Me, I'm thinking you will need car when I'm gone. You see, both of us were right. Are you getting what I'm saying? Both of us were right. Only one of us was happy. You need to know your partner's needs before you can meet the needs. It takes intentionality. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? If you're a man here, even if you're a woman, if you don't learn about a man's need or a woman's need, you will never meet their need. It's not something you stumble into. You have to learn it. Most marriages crumble because of that. You just want to go with the flow. No, because you are going to constantly try to be loving a man as if he's, the woman is going to try to love the man as if he's a woman. His needs are different. Women, for instance, women talk for affection, men talk for information. Women talk for affection. A woman talks because she has somebody important to talk to. A man talks because he has something important to say. Are you getting what I'm saying? Men don't just talk for the fun of it. We talk because it's something important. Men think if it's not important, it's not worthy of talking. Women don't see life like that. Women talk to you because you are important. The topic doesn't matter. It can be any topic. You see the problem? So the man is thinking, why are you telling me about the neighbor? Well, I don't care about the neighbor. It's not about the neighbor. It's about you. Because a woman falls in love by talk. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? A woman feels better when she talks about something. If she's stressed about something, she automatically feels better if she talks about it. So it's a major need. Being her companion is a major need for her. Men, on the other hand, if they are not happy about something, they don't want to talk about it. They feel better when they process it. Are you getting what I'm saying? So when he is in pain or in stress, he needs space. He doesn't need to talk. When she is stressed, she needs to talk. So you see, he is trying to love her like him. Oh, she's stressed. Let me give her space. She's saying, no, I need you. I don't know if you're catching what I'm saying. So if you are not intentional, you won't make it. In this marriage thing, you won't make it. It takes too much intentionality. You can't do it, but I counsel men all the time. They are always clueless about a woman. And they are wondering, why is this girl stubborn? With all the rent I pay. She wasn't homeless when you picked her up. What she's looking for is a companion. But many men are not intentional. If you ask the men here, how many times have you read the book on marriage? How many times have you read the book on a woman? You think it's not important. A woman feels better when she talks. If a woman is happy, everything about a woman's emotions is tied to her vocal nerves. If she's happy, she talks. If she's sad, she talks. If she doesn't know how she feels, she talks. She has 20,000 words per day. That's a lot. A man has 8,000 words per day. And he spends most of it in the office. By the time he reaches home, he's on reserve. So he can't even talk. If a man is stressed, he needs space to refresh. If a woman is stressed, she needs companionship to refresh. If you don't understand it. So when my wife does, like she's having a program this evening and all this weekend, when she does any high-intensity job like that, at night, I leave everything I'm doing and just cuddle her and just talk. Any topic is okay. Companionship. When I do high-intensity events and I'm very stressed, she knows what I need is space and sex. But let's not talk about sex. She'll talk about sex. Space. She will even tell the children, hey, leave your daddy. You guys go and play in the parlor on the sitting room. Allow your daddy. Because at that time, I just need some peace and quiet. You see, there's intentionality. Some women, the man came back from work, he's stressed. That's when you want to have a serious conversation. In fact, he has not even reached home. You have called him, honey, we need to talk. So he's even terrified. Women don't know. Men hate those words. If you are not intentional, you will not have a happy home. That's what I'm telling you. There's too much intentionality involved. And every day, I see people that are totally not intentional. Not intentional. Don't want to learn anything. Just want to gamble. Just want to insist that they are right. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? When women talk, they talk based on their feelings. When men talk based on facts. So I tell women, if you want to communicate to a man about something, stay with the facts. I tell men, if you want to communicate to a woman about something, listen to the feelings. If a woman tells you, you don't love me anymore, she doesn't mean it literally. She's saying, I don't feel loved right now. But most men think, he's a fact-based individual. When the woman says, you don't love me anymore, he say, he thinks it's a call to debate. Say, good afternoon, accurate timekeepers, panel of judges, fellow debaters. I'm here to defend the motion that I still love you. Last week, I bought you shawarma, yes or no? 2 weeks, he thinks a call to debate. She's not challenging the facts. She's expressing her feelings. What you need to listen to is the feelings, not the facts. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So if you're not intentional, you just won't make it. When it comes to this marriage business, it will be a struggle. It's people that are not intentional that make marriage look hard. This marriage is so tough. It's not tough. You can understand how to drive. I've seen mechanics that can understand a complex machine and say they can't understand a woman. You're just not interested. I've seen people that are heavy IT. You can understand all those jargons for IT, all those jargons on computer. You can understand the car. Even pilots that can understand all those things they have on the plane. And they say you can't understand a woman. A woman is very simple, the simplest being in this world, if you know how they operate. But you've not read any book, you see. You've read many engineering books. That's why you understand those complex machines. Are you catching what I'm saying? Talk. Women like to talk. I told there's a book, How to Make Love to a Woman Without Touching her. If you're a man, you still don't have it, you're already committing the offense I'm talking about. If you're a woman, buy it for him. He's stubborn. Buy it for him. She falls in love with words. A woman is moved by what she hears. A man is moved by what he sees. You must know how to communicate, how to express yourself emotionally. Intentional. That's number one. How intentional are you to build intimacy? Then number two, needs. Are you meeting your partner's needs? Men see sex as a form of release. Women see sex as a form of bonding. Men and women do the same activities but for different reasons. We're always in the same activity but for different reasons. A man is interested in sex. He sees it as a release physically. A woman sees sex as a bonding emotionally. Women want to make love, men want to have sex. The same activity but very different. Maybe sexually we'll talk about that. Making love is a different process from having sex. And we need both in the home. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? We need how many? Both. It's not every day a man wants to make love. Sometimes a man just wants to have sex. In those days, there's no long story, no long foreplay. We are headed to the end. You see, simple understanding. But the days we make love, those days we are avoiding the end. Women like the process. I counseled a couple. The man was angry months after. They came 3 months after the problem, and the man was still as angry as if it happened yesterday. I said, what happened? He said they were about to have worship, if you understand my language. They were about to do things. And in the middle of it, the woman said, we need to talk. And he couldn't believe it. He said, right now? Is it now you want? He was very upset. He said, Pastor, she was spoiling the mood. I said, no, she was not spoiling the mood. She was trying to get in the mood. Because for her, if there's something still stressing her mentally, she can't enjoy sex. She needs to get that thing out of the way. And the only way she gets out of the way is by talking about it. I said she was doing foreplay. You just didn't understand. Is somebody catching what I'm saying? Needs. What are your partner's needs? Your partner should not be begging you to meet their needs. That's a crime. There are some men that have to write application letter to have sex. Their wife is so wicked. The man will write application letter 2 weeks before the time and post it in the mailbox. That dear wife, to whom it may concern. 2 weeks ahead, he has to write application because the woman is wicked. She uses sex as a form of punishment and reward. Just like Pastor Andrew mentioned, that Bishop Anko used to say that his wife have never said no. That's the same thing in my house. We've never had that kind of discussion that somebody wants to have sex and the other person is saying, no, I have a headache. It doesn't happen in my house. Never had a discussion about it. Every day is available. Every time, as many times as required. And my wife says it this way, that there are different kinds of sex. There's dutiful sex and there's beautiful sex. Beautiful sex when both of us are in the mood. Dutiful sex is when one person is serving the other. I'm not in the mood, but you are in the mood, I will serve you. I'm called to serve. And with a great attitude, you don't, every day you like serving somebody. That's not what I'm talking about. Or like Pastor Andrew says, not the cockroach approach. I'll be using that now. It's not the cockroach. Are you here, somebody? Meeting their what? Needs. Your partner should never be ashamed or afraid to ask you for their needs. And you can check if you are a good husband or wife. Is your wife or husband deprived of major needs in their life? They're always begging you for companionship, begging you to talk, begging you for money. All those things. Any begging going on in a marriage is wrong. Except maybe begging for apology. But begging for your needs to be met in a marriage is a crime. Because what you swore before God in a marriage to say I do is to be available. Now you say you will do. Inside the marriage you are refusing to do. Tell your neighbor you must do what you said you would do. Are you here, somebody? Any begging, except for apology, any begging going on in a home, it's wrong. It's wrong. You must care for your partner. That's what the Bible says. 1 Corinthians 7. It said, he that is married must care for the things of this world, how he will please his spouse. Number what is next one? What's the next word? Letter. T, trust. There can't be intimacy if there's no trust. There can't be intimacy if there is no trust. Trust is what marriage is made of. Trust is the reliability, the dependability. I see some couples say the reason why I'm hiding my money, I don't want my wife or husband to see my money, is that I don't trust them. I'm trying to keep my money safe. You see, something is wrong with us as human beings. You are keeping your money in a safe, but you're putting your life in their hand. You don't trust them with your money, but you trust them with your life. I hope you know that the person that can kill you the easiest in this life is your spouse. I hope they can just close your head when you're sleeping in the pillow or poison your tea. You don't trust them with your money, but you trust them with your life. Something is wrong with you. Those days when robbers used to steal, they say your money or your life. The assumption is that you value your life. But many people, they value their money. They say, take my life, keep my money in a safe. And like Jesus said, oh, you fool, when you die, whose shall these things be that you have kept in the safe when you die? The person that can kill you the easiest is your partner. I watch crime channels from US a lot. The real ones, not the acted ones, the real life crime channel. I've watched it so much right now, I feel like a police detective. If somebody die anywhere, just call me, I'll come and investigate. I know how to catch the person because I've watched it a lot. And every time a married person dies, I know the routine. As those detectives get there, they say, oh, sorry, madam, or your husband is dead, we are so sorry, and all that. And they say, where were you by 2 p.m. today? The person that is crying, they say, where were you by 2 p.m. today? Sorry to be asking you, where were you? You're in the office. Can they confirm? It's 20 minutes from the death of your partner. You are the number one suspect. And a lot of times, truly, that person is involved. Your partner is the fastest person that can kill you. You say, I don't trust them with my money, and you're hiding your money. Something is wrong with you. Let's say you don't even like yourself. You can't trust them with your money, but you're trusting them with your children. Something is wrong with you. They can eat your children or kill your children, but this money, they must not touch it. The person you can't give your money, you carry your 3 children, you claim you love and give, and hide your money. Something is wrong with you. Trust is important. If you don't trust the person with your money, don't even marry them. You shouldn't trust them with your life. Is somebody catching what I'm saying? One woman ran out of the bathroom with soap on her body in the middle of her bath. They say, what happened? Everyone was shocked. Any problem? She said, yes. She left her wardrobe open and her husband is in the room. She came out in the middle with soap to come and quickly lock the wardrobe because her money is there. Something is wrong somewhere. Trust is crucial. And you build trust by transparency, by integrity, and with time. You build trust by keeping your word. All this hiding phone, you are married, and you have password that your partner is not aware of. Your phone is passworded. Password the password. And somewhere in people's mind, they think they are so brilliant. From when you are hiding something, you're already charged. You're guilty. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Somebody say you can't see. From the day you say we can't see your phone, you are already sentenced. You are guilty. Because the Bible said they were both naked, the man and his wife, and they were not ashamed. That means they had nothing to hide. If you need to password your phone for your partner not to see what is there, you can never build intimacy. You can never build trust. And some men are so clueless. It's not doing anything, but you are going to the bathroom with your phone. You bath with your phone. You sleep with your phone. You tie it and sleep under your pit. You're already a suspect. And you don't know women are intuitive. Women don't need to read your phone. All they need to do is to read your mood, read your attitude. They can tell. You build trust. There must be trust for there to be intimacy. You must be able to totally be open with this person and not be ashamed. Next word. What was the next letter? I can't hear you. I, interest. You build intimacy by both being interested in each other's interests. If your husband likes football, your job is not to distract him from liking football. Your job is to like football with him. That's how to build intimacy. Many women think it's their job to fight the man's interest. Say, you like football too much. I actually canceled a couple that the woman broke the man's TV because he watches football too much. She doesn't know her job. Your job is to be a part of his interest. That's how you build intimacy. He loves football. Go and buy your own jersey. Put Madame 01 behind and join him to support Arsenal. Are you here, somebody? Watch with him. And the good thing about you as a woman, you can multitask. So you don't have to watch the whole match. You can be playing with your phone or doing something and just be watching clips. Goals! Who scored? Gabriel. Oh, great. He's our player, right? Yes, oh, great. But be interested. Don't compete with his interest. Be a part of his interest. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Don't fight it. If you both leave each other, naturally you will drift apart. This is what happens to many couples. They are married, but they have no shared activity. Nothing they both do together because they are waiting for it to happen naturally. It will never happen. Your interests will always be opposite. You must be intentional about being interested. What are you always watching? Let me watch with you. Explain to me who is who. Who is this? There are some men that have a big screen TV at home, but they still go to a viewing center to watch football. Because the person they are with at home doesn't know offside, doesn't know referee, doesn't know anything. He said, let me go. Is somebody catching what I'm saying? Each other's interests. What's the last letter? M. Managing your emotions. Managing your what? Emotions. I found out many crises in marriage is not based on your partner, it's based on how you manage your emotions. It's not about what they did to you. It's not my partner made me do it. No, your response is your responsibility. You must choose how you react. Many people are fighting all the time, not because of what their partner did, but because they can't manage their emotions. You must learn how to manage your emotions. And the beauty of it is that your emotions can be managed. Are you here, somebody? I don't have time to go into how you manage your emotions, but your emotions can be managed. There is a right time to address certain issues. The reason I'm saying is that if you are always having conflict, the desire to be together will continue to wane and die. And both of you will start avoiding each other. Like my friend says, you will move from soulmates to role mates to roommates and to cellmates. Did you get it? You move from soulmates to roommates, we both live together, to role mates, we're only focusing on paying bills and running children, to cellmates. That means we feel like we're in prison. There are many couples like that. They were once soulmates, but they began to drift because they always fight. They are not managing their emotions. When the man is angry, abusive words. There are some things I hear some couples say to each other. As in, some even insult the husband and his mother. Some insult the wife and her father. When you continue hitting each other like that, you'll be drifting apart. You will no longer see your partner as somebody to stay with. Most marriages don't die overnight. They die over time because you refuse to manage your emotion. Every day is not a day to argue or to quarrel. Every day you want to stretch something, debate something, sort something out. There are some things you must let go and overlook to a later date. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Manage your what? Emotions. If you're going to have intimacy, you can't argue every day. You must overlook. One of the ways you manage your emotions is by gaining perspective. Gaining what? Perspective. That means sometimes you need to understand why your partner is acting the way they act. Where are they coming from? Why are they acting this way? If you gain perspective, you can handle it. I remember some years ago when I went to Dubai, and it was Champions League season. For those of you that know football, Champions League. So we were watching, it was a weekday, but the match ended 1 a.m. Dubai time. After 1 a.m. the match, I was watching in a viewing center. I entered a taxi back to my hotel. On my way, as I entered the taxi, I like sitting in front. So I sat in front with the taxi driver, and the guy was chewing gum. This is the most irritating gum chewing you ever see in your life. And he was shaking his head. I thought he would soon stop. I said, no, he can't do this. After a while, I couldn't take it anymore. It was so irritating. I blasted out. I said, how can you? This is such unethical behavior, unprofessional behavior. I was giving him my relationship coaching and professional coaching that you cannot carry a client, a paying customer, and be doing such irritating. I was going on and on. And the guy stopped me at some point and said he's usually on night shift, which is 12 midnight to like 7 a.m. in the morning. And he sleeps during the day till the next shift. But he said on this particular day, he did not sleep. As he's driving me, he's feeling sleepy. That's why he's chewing the gum to stay awake. The moment I realized this gum is what's saving our life, I said, chew louder. Can you chew now? I want to hear you chew. Chew, chew, chew. If you stop chewing, chew loud, please. If you hand extra gum, give me, I will chew along with you. We will chew together to the promised land. Nobody's going to die here today. The moment I found out the chewing of the gum was saving my life, it was now tolerable. Before then, I thought I couldn't take it. There are many things you think you can't take until you find out why it's there. When you find out why it's there, you find out you can take it. And you should take it. Hallelujah. I can't read this. Mama said their words. Okay, I've seen this. All right. Perspective. So the moment You know why the behavior is there. Say, this man, he never talks to me. When you understand where he's coming from, you say, I understand now. You thought it was not tolerable. You say, this woman, she's so dirty. If you see her mother, you will know she's the new improved version. That this one is a miracle. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Perspective will change you. There are many things you can't take. You can take it. If you understand the history of it. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? You can take it. Next one is, next letter is what? What's the next letter? A. Advancement. Be involved in the advancement of your partner. Everybody loves someone that helps them succeed. I've found out that if you are very involved in the advancement of your partner, their hearts will generally knit to your own. If you are interested in their dreams, their goals, it brings couples closer. When you are not competing but complementing. Do you know there are couples that actually compete? There are couples that try to make more money than the other person. There are couples that are checking how much the other person is making. That's why I don't have time to go into that today. As I was talking earlier on in the morning, what we run in Africa is largely cultural marriage. It's not biblical marriage. We just look for scripture that look like it supports it. Are you getting what I'm saying? There's a common teaching we all did many years ago that he that does not provide for his house is worse. We all taught those things, but it's not what the Bible said at all. It's not in the Bible. 1 Timothy 5 is not talking about marriage at all. But we all quoted it. That was not what it was saying. And when people in Africa have that mentality, that the man is the great provider, once they cross abroad, and the woman is making as much money or even more, the man begins to feel he's not even a man. They have not even done anything to him. He's already feeling tensed. Because they told him that your masculinity is defined by your bank statement. He now gets abroad where women work equally or even more. Especially women that enter nursing. It's automatic high earning. You find out the man can't. He doesn't know. He has lost his sense of dignity and identity. Because all he was taught in Africa is that as long as you provide, nobody should argue with you. So he reached abroad. The wife is any more than him now. And he has to stay home and clean poo-poo. He has to take care of the children. He doesn't understand that. So of course the marriage won't survive. Because he has lost, he thinks that his identity is how much he's bringing. Of course you should make money. I'd like to make money. You should make money. But that's not your identity. And that has nothing to do with your authority. If you tie your authority to that, don't leave Africa. Oh. Let me warn you now. Don't go and add to what Pastor Andrew said about marriages that are not working abroad. Oh. If your identity as a man is tied to that you're bringing money, they will mess you up there. Oh. Once the woman enters nursing, she's going to earn more than you. Oh. Then your man is confused, doesn't know what to do again. You know, there's some men that because of that teaching, they insist to make sure their wife doesn't earn as much as them. If she has the opportunity, they block her. So you can't end up. Don't do masters. I'm the head. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Advancement. Be interested in your partner's advancement. And that one too should be interested in your own advancement. Is somebody catching what I'm saying? Everybody is happy with who helps them advance. Very crucial. What's the next letter? T. In fact, let's start from the beginning. What's the first letter? I. What does it mean? Intentional or intentionality. What's the next one? What does it mean? Needs. Meeting each other's needs. The third one is what? What does it mean? Trust. Go and open your phone. Give your wife the password. And if you're doing something in your phone that is worth hiding, repent. Say they were both naked and not ashamed. What's the next one? I. What does it mean? Interest. Shared interest. You need to start being interested in things you're not normally interested in. That's how to be close. I used to yab my wife. When we didn't have children, she used to do all kinds of fun things with me. She would go and ride motorcycle with me. We'll go to Hafid Mountain. It's a mountain in Dubai. Very sharp mountain and has a lot of windy roads. And we'll ride motorcycles with some bad guys, Harley Davidson and all that. And we'll be swerving on all those roads. It was very interesting. Enter the fastest roller coaster in Abu Dhabi. All those great things. My wife was deceiving me that she's interested. The moment she started having children, she said, I can't do those things again. Two of us can't die. We have children now. So she has abandoned me now to all my things. But the point is that those seasons actually made us really close. Sometimes in the night, we'll enter bike, motorcycle, me and her, and take a long ride. Those days, we'll ride from Dubai to Oman and to different countries in the Middle East, riding motorcycles. It made us really close. One of you must do something that doesn't come natural to you. If you have just following your instincts, marriage can't work. We don't do marriage by instincts. We do it with intentionality. So I don't like football. You will like it now. If you have married a solid football fan, you will like it. I don't like soap opera. You will like it now. You have married a woman. She likes those movies where they talk a lot. Women like movies where they talk a lot. I hate movies where they talk a lot. When I watch a movie, I give you 5 minutes to shoot a gun. If you don't shoot a gun in 5 minutes, You are not serious. If in 10 minutes nobody has threatened anybody's life, nobody has shot a gun, these people are not going to, they're going to bomb me. But you see, I have learned how to sit down and watch some of those things that women like to watch now. Because that's the only way we'll be close. If you don't do that, both of you have your own Netflix handle different. You are watching this way, she's watching this way. You are gradually drifting apart. What's the next one? M, managing your emotions. What's the next one? A, advancement. The next one is T, time, spending quality time. You can't build intimacy without time. So you must spend quality time together. You must spend quality time together. All right? Plan the time. Even if both of you are very busy, there must be pockets of time to build intimacy. Because I and my wife, we came to Kenya on this trip from the US, so we are still in American time. So we still sleep at awkward times, awake at awkward times. So this morning, we were both awake like 2 a.m. We were wide awake. And we just stayed in bed and talked. It was a great time of intimacy. We talked about many things. Talked about our kids. Talked about our lives. Talked about our dreams. Talked about our future. All right? Talk. You must spend time. You must plan date nights. Date night, not you go to a fancy restaurant, can be taking a walk. In fact, those days when we were even younger in our marriage, what we used to do is that we stay in the car. When we get back from church, we don't enter the house. We let the kids go in, let everybody go in. We stay in the car for a few minutes and talk. Plan times like that intentionally. If you let life just move you the way it is, you'll find out both of you don't even know each other after a while. Time. You must deliberate about time. And the last one, E, is exclusivity. All right? It can't be exclusive if you are sharing it with many people. Infidelity or cheating doesn't start when you have intercourse with another person. It starts when you are sharing intimate thoughts that only your spouse should be privileged to. You are sharing with another person, especially of the opposite sex. There are people that a colleague or an ex or a friend have more information about their partner than the person they are married to. That is a crime. If we are going to build intimacy, we must stay exclusive. Have you ever been made to feel special? Let's imagine that you got somewhere and somebody shouted, "Hey, Pastor Andrew, oh, you are so special. Oh, I heard your teaching some years ago. You are my best relationship teacher." You know that will make you feel special, am I correct? How will you feel if while you are there, another person walks in and this same person said, "Oh, this person is my real special relationship teacher"? It automatically makes whatever Pastor Andrew here that made him feel special feel like, "Oh, these feelings you had for me is not exclusive to me. This is also what you feel for the next." And while you are sitting there, a third person comes and say, "Oh, Pastor Kingsley, this is the real relationship person that raised me." By the time you find out that there are 5, 6, 7 people that are sharing in this experience, it is no more special. Are you catching what I'm saying? So that's how some things in marriage are. The moment other people are hearing about details in your home that your partner doesn't even know, or your partner thinks he's or she's the only one that knows, meanwhile you're having these intimate, close conversations with other people. It can be members of your extended family, it can be an ex, it can be a friend, it can be a colleague. Then it is no more special. That intimacy means two of us into ourselves. That's why he said the two shall be one. He didn't say the three shall be one. He didn't say the 6 shall be one. How many shall be one? The 2. So it must be exclusive for it to be powerful. Hallelujah. Praise God. Were you blessed this morning, this evening? Come on, jam your hands together.
Thank you for watching BBNet Media. May the inspiration and knowledge you have received today stay with you throughout your week. If you've been blessed by this message, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all our latest inspirational content. Join us next time for a more uplifting messages on faith and relationships. Until then, keep walking in faith and remember that God is always with you, guiding and directing your path. Thank you once again for watching. God bless you richly.